Yo, what's up? This is your boy Postman, and you are tuned into Postman in the Diary Room. And if this is your very first time tuning in, please kindly like, share, subscribe, comment, do whatever is necessary to engage with the content. And as you may know, every day is a good day to get a delivery from the Postman. And today I will just be giving you a review of the new Mashbeatz and Saudi joint project. It's called Sawfside. It's a 23-minute listen. It has 7 songs, and yeah, so please sit tight, relax, chill, grab a drink, and yeah, you know, man, I got you. Saudi has been away from the commercial fold for a really long time, and he resurfaced on the Never Right remix that featured 25K, Youngster CPT, Boozy Lee, Words, and obviously Saudi and Tatoso. So Tatoso was obviously on the hook, as he was on the hook on the original hit single, which featured the infamous Emepa Naritwani Media Kandumiri Sarigomasta. And I don't know if I got it right, but that was the verse from Madlera Doughboy in 2022. I think it was the verse of the year. So Hell of a Night has a hectic bounce as well as thick 808s. The hook on this song is very powerful, and obviously from a production standpoint, his vocals were clean. Saudi also lets us know that he lies a lot in his verses because he has a lot of heinous crimes. And we've always known Saudi to be the guy who represents Soweto, particularly his hood called Sinawan. I think Sinawan is just in the middle of Piri and Lamini, and further down Piri is Mapetla. And yeah, like if you know Soweto, if you know your Soweto, you'll know what I'm talking about. And he also paints this image of the life in Soweto, and the themes covered in the song are obviously the themes of violence, girls, as well as drug abuse. Toxic has a very tight chord before the drop of the beat. Saudi opens up with this very high tone, making it seem as if he was about to spit fire, but he loses that momentum and starts singing. He left me slightly confused over there, but also credit to them for uploading the lyrics to this joint, because I wouldn't have known what they were talking about, because oftentimes, or in most cases rather, Saudi tends to sacrifice his audibility for the sake of the flow, you know, which I can't be mad at. But also in this song, it mentions not wanting to go to prison, but it talks about having a gun. He also talks about how breaking the law is a habit, has now become a habit. Like you're just talking about a lot of things that don't make sense. You don't want to go to prison, but you have a gun, and you're now breaking the law. How that has become a habit. Yeah, but it is what it is. It also makes the spot sound like I don't know what he was doing. Yeah, just to emphasize that he's spraying something in somebody's face. And I think for me, it's a very weak cut, waste of a beat contextually. And it does have a perfect build, but yeah, it just loses direction in the middle. And yeah, I think in my opinion, this is obviously a weak cut. Sawfside Demon has built-in animated progressions from Mashbeatz, as well as soft hitting snares and hats. And Saudi here is kind of laid back. He's got a message to share. He gives insights on how he's always wanted to be rich, and how he also deals with non-believers. So I think this one, it's kind of impactful. It's one of the better cuts in the entire project. And I think Saudi, the introspective side of Saudi has always been amazing. He's always going to take you on a journey, make you feel something. Money has these rough sounding drum hits and a clean lock drum, which is significant because the song itself has a linear build, and Saudi lets us know that he will do anything for the money. He will do anything to get to the cheese. And he also makes use of this unique vocal approach that always evokes some sort of emotion from the listener. Whether it's making you mad, pissed, cry, whatever, he's always going to make you feel something with this vocal approach. And I think with this one in particular, I almost shed a tear, because I think it's that good, you know. It's that good. He's always gonna make you want to like, he draws your attention. He makes you feel his emotion. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. There's this joint called Go Up. It has a trap beat, and it's in sync with the idea of going up. So in this joint, we are going Pezulu, Pezulu, Pezulu. Oh my goodness. I think 25K was just the right person for this feature. And I think it's also making sense because 25K has been having a hell of a feature run of late, you know. He was also featured on Jolly B's Patience, and he had a tight verse there. And now he's featured on I think possibly the song of the year, even though it dropped last year, but it's the song of the year. I think for me, a strong contender for Song of the Year alongside company Sosh Plata. Oh my goodness, 25k killed this verse here. I don't know what to say. I think 25k is just having an insane run right now. I don't know what to say, man. But shout out to 25k. Like, he's just making sure every time he's put on a beat, he's making sure he kills that thing. He's going pezolo up. Oh my goodness. The piano keys on By the World are the standout of this song, and Saudi just happens to be harmonizing over them. And he's referring to somebody that he loves in this joint, you know. And this person is obviously the apple of his eye. And if you've tapped into the previous review, then you will know what the apple of your eye is. And I think it's quite significant that we've had SBX talking about somebody being, you were the apple of my eye, you know. And now we have, you know, Saudi talking about this apple of his eye, you know. And he also channels this Nigerian accent to showcase his range and versatility. But that's just not only what he did. He used several languages in this joint and sounded great, you know. It sounded really good. And when the beat slows down, he sings along, you know. He makes us sing along. I think that could be for when he performs. And I think in this song, generally, he sounds very mature. Though I don't feel like Crossbreed needed to be the last joint in this project, I get why it was released, because I feel like it was one of those joints that they just needed to get out there. But essentially, I think it's a very flat joint. I think it's very weak. It's a very funny joint. I don't like it. It's very mid. Ladies and gentlemen, Mashbeatz has done it once again. He did it once with A-REECE on Fire and the Water. He did it twice with Tato Soul on If You Know You Know. He did it thrice with Saudi on Sawfside. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the review. This was with the review, and I think this one deserves a grade 7 out of 10. The project was just solid, except for the weaker cuts, of course, but entirely production wise, the verses from Saudi were just amazing. The features, great. Amen. And yeah, a standout song for me was obviously Go Up. I think 25k, yeah, did the thing, and Saudi obviously did the thing. He reminded me of what he did with Kendrick Lamar when he bodied Schoolboy Q as well as 2 Chainz on the song X. So yeah, man, Saudi, I just hope he doesn't go away for a really long time again. And yeah, man, I think this one was just really great, and I think he does need to do what he needs to do with this one. And obviously more music for Saudi. I think it should be on the way. And yeah, and I think Mashbeatz also, This Is Religion is out right now, and it's really interesting to see him just being philanthropic with these services and just working with different kinds of people and just turning their careers around, you know. Yeah, man, so without wasting any more time, I am the boy Postman, and thank you for tuning in, thank you for watching, thank you for listening on Apple Music as well as Spotify, and thank you for watching me on YouTube. Please kindly like, share, subscribe, comment, do whatever is necessary, and please kindly follow me on all social media platforms at the boy Postman, and see you on the next one.